There are, however, situations where, despite the fact that the defendant seems to have all the elements of the defence of duress by threats, he still can't use the defence. Let's remind ourselves of Carl, who claimed that the only reason that he stole the whiskey from the shop was because he was being threatened by somebody outside the shop. Now, it turns out that Carl is a member of a street gang that carries out robberies and deals in drugs, and that the person outside is another member of that gang. Carl has wanted to leave the gang, he claims, and was only carrying out the robbery because of the threats that had been made towards him. Now, the law states that if a person voluntarily puts themselves in a position by joining a gang, for example, in which they are likely to be subject to threats, then the defence of duress is unlikely to succeed. This is called self-induced duress. The person has put themselves in a position, being a member of a gang, where usually gangs, that's the way they work. They threaten people. The hierarchy of the gang is maintained by threats of violence. The requirement is that as long as Carl knew or ought to have known that there was a risk of being threatened with violence in order to carry out certain activities, then his duress in this situation is self-induced, he brought it upon himself, and he can't use the defence of duress.